Hey guys, this is Casey O'Connor, and I just want to show you my fishing kayak for fishing around Newcastle and the Hunter region. It's a Viking kayak, Ozzie, 2.7 metre and weighs about 26 kilos. It wasn't originally a fishing kayak, but I've transformed it into what you see today. So at first I'll start with this anchor trolley. For those of you who don't know what an anchor trolley is, what it is it's a bunch of carabiners loops in that, and little deck circle in the middle. And what it means is when I anchor up, I feed the line through that circle in the middle, and I can move the position. So if I'm facing, say, upstream, I move this, I can face downstream, and move it back to upstream, and I can change my position in the water while anchoring. So it means covering more water, catching more fish, which is very helpful. Here I got where I mount my contour roam to. What it was a Berthley rod holder with a carbon fibre just pole, I guess, with a flexi strap on there. So that gives me great vision, and I can pretty much change this wherever I want to. Here I've got shot strapping. This didn't come with the kayak, I put this on myself. And what I've done is I've hollowed out a Nerf bullet, and I've just made it like a cushion for, say, the oar. So if I want to tuck the oar under there, or more tackle boxes, they'll handle the job easily. Also got here, I just got my kayak landing net. That's great for little brim, little flathead, little lugeret, that sort of stuff. But I also got a bigger net and a gaff for the bigger pelagics, flathead, and other species like that you'll find in Lake Macquarie. Here I also got rail blazer rod holder. I put this in to compensate for losing one up the front. What I usually use this for is so if I want to change my leader or rig up a different lure or jig head, I'll just put the rod here. I can change position all the time, and I'll just rig up from that position, which is really comfortable. So I'll just show you how it can move anywhere, essentially, because of this unique design. So I can put it in out here if I want to troll. Put it in. If I really want it to face me, like if I got a little rod, I can just, there, it will face me. I can rig it up from my seating position without having to move and not be uncomfortable. So that's in there. Here I got my Cooper anchor. This is a 1 kilo nylon. As you can see, because it's not made of stainless steel or metal, so you can bang around all you want. It's not going to damage the kayak, which is great. In here, what I've done is I've got a dumbbell float, which is great because I can control my line, how much I want out, and it also means that if I'm fighting a fish or I'm in a bad situation, so I'm stuck in current, boat's coming towards me, I can just ditch the anchor, paddle away, and come back and get it because I can see where it is with this float, which is great. At the end here, I've just got a couple of loops. As you can see further on in the video, I have an anchor cleat and multiple carabiner lots, so heaps of places to lock up my anchor, so I just got a couple of loops to make that easier. There's about 8 meters on there, so I can pretty much fish in most water and anchor up, which is great. Here I've got my Viking oar. This came with the boat, and obviously got a unique design because of the cup faces, which is actually quite good. I was surprised. I thought it wouldn't work, but it really does. The boat didn't come with an oar holder, but I don't really need one. I just got a paddle leash, oar leash, and if I'm fighting a fish and I drop it, I'll just place it in there. It's not going to really go, and if it does fall in, it floats, and it's on here, so it'll take me 2 seconds to come back and grab it, so that's fine. As you can see as well, Viking kayak seat, one of the best on the market, very comfortable. Usually I actually have a cushion that I got from BCF, which gives me a high position and I don't get wet, so if water's coming in, I'm wearing the cushion, I'm going to get wet. Or if I'm sight casting, and it's pure pristine waters, and I can see the fish and I want to sight cast, I can have a better position, high position, better sight casting, more fish, which is great. Here, center hatch, I just put my scissors, terminal tackle, leader, pliers, all the stuff you'd expect to go in there, fish measurer, that sort of stuff, so nothing surprising there. Up the back here, you'll see the tackle bag I have. It's a precision back Bowman free. It's not a kayak tackle bag, as you can see it's fairly large, but the other tackle bags such as the Yak Pack and the Crate Pack Max, I didn't like the design as much as this, and whilst the other one did have rod holders, this one I've just put in 4 stainless steel rod holders, and they do great. I mean, they stay up straight, I have better position, and I can carry more stuff. It also has a unique design, how to grab your Plano boxes, other boxes, whatever you want. So it actually folds out like that. So instead of having to grab over in here, which you can also do as well if you want to, You can just grab it like that, and I can grab it, and it's so much easier considering I'm not that tall. I don't have very long limbs, so grabbing this is a cinch, and it's very easy. So this is why I chose this bag. It also has plastic sleeves in here, so for soft plastics, or if you're fishing bait and you want to change the reed, say small leader, smaller sinker, small hook, bigger hook, yeah, all the just unlimited possibilities. You can just change it, and you know, in 2 seconds, if you have a swivel, change it, and you can be using different bait, catching different fish, which is great. As I said earlier, 4 stainless steel rod holders. Right now I've got 3 rod holders in the gaff because I'm going out like Macquarie, big pelagiates, you know what I mean. So that pretty much does great. I actually want to put some foam in here, so stop any rattling, stop any damage to my reels or rods or anything like that. So I gotta do that. Here is that carbon fiber rod I showed you earlier. It's a different one obviously, but I'd use that as a light. I can put a light in there, a flag whip, so if I want to be seen, if I'm doing night fishing, that's my safety. I mean, you need that if you're going to go night fishing. You need that safety. As you can see, I've also got extra space over here. So if I want to put a little cooler up there, I can put my fish in there, a little live well. Here, more strapping for more stuff, and this is where I put my soft. This is my scented soft plastics, my wallet, all my gulps and stuff in there. Some eco gear stuff in there. This is great. So if you're fishing in your area, like I'm going up to the Hawkesbury River, I got all these fishing maps. I'm gonna put them in there, and I can check on, make sure where we are, and you know, check the fishing areas, make sure where to go nets for the tide or anything like that. In here, I put a dry bag in there sometimes. It did come with a bag, but I just went to Mountain Designs and got a dry bag, which nothing gets wet, so I can put my phone in there, GPS, that sort of stuff. Right now I've just got contour mount bag, so heaps of different mounts, so if I want to mount it to my head, mount it along the side, I can just change it easily, which is great. Side pockets here, I've just got my leader there, some more scissors, that sort of stuff. Doesn't want to zip up. Here's this angel cleat I was telling you about. I actually only recently installed this, and the reason I did that was, so what was happening was when I first started, I was anchoring and because I had so much line, I was drifting over my fishing spot. Now, once I get over that fishing spot, I'll tie the line around there, stop, and I'll keep going. So, don't catch any fish, release it, let them in more line, couple more meters, push it up, and I can fish that spot without drifting over my spot. So that's why I put that in there. It's really good, I can control my area. Carabiner locks, as you can see, so heaps of areas to install. Yep, so this is that loop I was telling you about, which is where you feed. I like to double my line over, my anchor line, feed it through there, in there, around there, which is great. That's about it. Oh, what else I got in here is this center hatch is unique. In there, I'll just put in more clothes. If it's going to rain, I can put in rain jackets. I'll put my anchor in there, which will easily fit. Also, I'm planning on getting a GPS, so I'm going to glue my transducer in there. Well, not my transducer, sorry, my battery. Put my battery in there, and just put heaps of other stuff in there, which is great. So yeah, so that's my fishing kayak. Obviously, didn't start off as a fishing kayak, and you know, look what I transformed it into, which is great. So thanks for watching, and tight line.